And if you could, Poyo, could you give us a quick recap of last time?
I would love to.
Sweet.
Awesome. I'll just be using my little scribey thing as a general basis, because I can't remember what I ate for breakfast this morning.
That's fine.
Alright, so things were looking a bit bad during our battle. Awesome. We were asked to get my little scribey thing as a general basis, because I can't remember what I ate for breakfast.
Oh, wait, what's going on?
I can hear myself.
Is someone echoing?
Things were looking a
It's
bit
from
bad.
Jarrett.
Uh oh. Jared's.
sorry.
If you're watching the stream on Twitch,
Yeah, just make sure
just
you mute it.
mute it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Hey, let's
Forgot
sound that
about that.
nasally.
Yeah. Yep.
No one.
See.
I mean, no one sounds good on the voice. Trust me. I hate the way I sound too. So don't worry about it.
Ah,
Everyone
no,
sounds shit for a recording.
Yeah.
anyhow, as I was saying, things were looking a little bit bad during our battle. It wasn't so much that we were losing, but it looked more like a stalemate. Like, neither side was really progressing, and if there was progression, it was kind of slow. Whatever. Boyle had been kicked from his giant frog form, Big Ouch, after trying to munch on Noel and got surrounded, and was just pummeled, and lost concentration on the method spell as well. But that didn't help a decent bit with getting everyone, all the bad guys, weakened, blinded, and all that. Hell, they did eventually regain their sight. However, Ara had playing out a dragonborn that was tied up. Boy was too busy and too hungry to see that it was actually his old friend and rival, Ark. When he had got free, he started helping us take down the big bad guys, and started taking a turn as we did a little wham, pow. That way he lost Seth and Envy. Hero took his magic hero sword. After a few more punches, they surrounded and saw we were clearly too strong and are now friends. After the battle, Poyo tried to tackle Ark and is still too weak to be able to attack him, or sneak attack. After about all the other Norse came back and we talked and so on, now one of them is the new leader of the clan. He gets permission to take as many, free naps at the village as we want, in total secrecy. Though we learned that two other clans remained, one of which had demon bloodcasters and were deeply connected to Inogu. It would be hard to impress because they know they're too cool for us. But as we were planning, some of the cultists showed up, and now Poil is transformed into a frog and entered the fields, and it's kind of just croaking around.
So you're a normal frog, like a small frog.
Yes. Yeah.
So quick question: does anyone want to play Otto this game? Or else I can just put him into the background.
I can play him.
All right. I'll give you.
Although with my voice at the moment, I can't do the. Wait, I can. Whoa! I did not expect it to come out. Yeah.
Sometimes your roughest voice is when you can do the most impressive things.
When I last had code, I could do a southern accent.
Yeah.
Alright, so Otto I will give to Onyx. And I think if you just click on the Pog, it should give you most of his actions. You don't have to worry too much about spells or anything. If you want, you can just use the cantrips. But in any case, so I believe when we left off, let me get everyone onto the map here. It was, what was it? It was...
5-ish, I think?
Yeah, it was 5 p.m. on the 10th of spring, in the Caverns of the Deep. You had just started resting when the Longspear tribe guards started yelling that there were some gnolls approaching, some cultists. So the group had run, as was being said, into the field. And I think, Onyx, you were invisible, just kind of standing there, right?
Yeah, he was.
Onyx?
You're muted, buddy.
Oh.
Yep, sorry. I'm invisible, just trying to be very quiet, but I can't understand anything they say, so
Yeah.
I'm looking for body language.
So there are some yells as the gate opens, and a gnoll comes in, along with two massive-looking dog creatures that you have not seen before. He is heavily armored with a two-handed sword on his back. He looks around curiously, and
It is perfectly clean.
several of the gnolls kind of walk up and greet him as he growls at them and they cower a bit. Onyx, you're kind of trying to stay hidden, right, while you're invisible back there?
Yeah.
So you're sort of mixed in with the people moving around as well. Give me a stealth check with advantage. Okay. So yeah, you're pretty well hidden. You hear him grunting and snarling as he speaks to them in the Gnoll language, and they just sort of nod at him and talk back every now and then, but obviously looking a bit worried. He looks around the camp for a moment. He continues to speak with them. Is anyone going to try to do anything, or are you going to remain hidden in the fields back there?
Now, hidden in the fields, I think.
Arcurnian is going to try to just stay hidden.
Okay. I won't make you roll just yet. But as he's talking, the dog here starts moving forward a bit, sniffing. He says something, then looks curiously at the dog. It's looking around, and it sort of looks in your direction, Onyx.
You don't say. Yeah. Let's see. Anything I can do here?
You don't know if it sees you, but it might be smelling something strange, which could be you.
I'm going to quietly take out some rations and try to hopefully have some dried meat in there.
All right. What are you gonna do with the rations?
Try to toss it like at the like near the feet of one of the gnolls around me. Hope that that gets this thing's attention. Like
Distract it
that
with
smell.
food.
Yep.
All right. So it's sort of moving around curiously, sniffing the air. He yells something at it, and it kind of turns around and growls at him a bit. And he looks towards one of the gnolls and says something quizzically, and the gnoll just shrugs at him. Clang, clank. As he walks north a bit, you would hear his armor making a bunch of noise. He is actually armed in a very kind of makeshift, but looks like it's fairly effective set of plate armor.
Double checking, is that yellow aura around him actually something, or?
It is, but I mean, technically, it's not something you would see.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you'd actually see that.
Good.
All right, so you know what? I'll say that there is a bit of a dark, swirly, kind of maybe with a reddish tinted energy that's flowing from him, which could be that aura. So perhaps it is doing something, and it is a bit noticeable. This dog seems a bit more obedient as it walks north following him. This one seems to be distracted by something. Do you want to try to do anything else, Onyx? It is definitely sniffing around the air.
Hoping that it gets drawn to the meat, but I will move quietly, slowly back to get behind like one of the tents.
All right, give me a stealth check as you're attempting to retreat.
Hopefully my scent will be hidden by the smell of the gnoll.
Ooh.
Good roll. Alright, so, yeah, go ahead. You can move yourself back a bit. He seems
I mean, I'm not going far. I'm just
back there.
getting behind this tent. Yeah.
He seems to be getting annoyed, yelling something at the creature, who will immediately turn around and growl at him a bit. Check something. It actually barks and says something back at him. Again, in a language you don't understand.
I see.
He forcibly says something back to it, though. To which it just sort of nods and comes back to him. At which point he tells the guards again something else and then would make his way back towards the gate. Along with his two really weird-looking demon creatures, which I guess I could give you a picture of. Since this is technically the first time you've seen these.
Oh.
Oh, what a good boy.
Puppy.
You know, it reminds me of that poodle from the Hulk movie.
Yeah, it could be. It is very large. Even on four legs, it's about 6 feet or so up. Anyway, yeah, it's a big dog.
It
So
reminds me of Cujo. The
Cujo.
movie.
Oh yeah, that's a better one.
Oh.
So he walks over to the gate, which they quickly open, letting him out, and they leave the area. The guards seem relieved as they start talking to each other. What does the group want to do? I don't remember if you all had spent a short rest yet, or if you were attempting to rest when this happened.
I think we could have. I think we had done a short rest, but we were attempting a long rest when this happened.
Okay.
We had
Yeah.
pretty much just settled that we were too knackered to actually push forward through the forest and everything. We're just going to stay here for the rest of the day.
So, as you, or as they leave, Dosha would come over from a nearby tent, and he would say, it seems they discovered some of the bodies in the caves. They know something's going on, so they've been looking around.
To be fair, 2 patrols effectively did go missing.
Yes.
They were bound to
Unfortunately-
come looking eventually.
Unfortunately, it means that they are suspicious, though they don't know what caused it yet, at least. Alright, so at this point, I can pass more time until something else happens, or if you all want, you can do something.
Yosha, did that dog thing speak, Noel?
Yes, it was some sort of creature, more intelligent than a normal dog beast.
Do you have any idea what that was?
Do I? He says, no, I have never seen something like that before. Does anyone have nature?
Nature proficiency?
Yes, proficiency in nature.
Let me see.
I know none of us do.
I do not have nature, but I do have survival. But it doesn't really apply.
So that probably wouldn't tell you much about these creatures. You might know that they're definitely predators. You don't think they're natural. They look like something like a boule or some kind of alpha predator that might destroy an ecosystem if it was let loose. But if it's talking, that means it also has more than animal intelligence. The ability to speak means, it's fairly smart.
Mighty scary.
Alright, so shall I just pass time then? Everyone seems a bit quiet.
Yeah, I guess. Unless
Yeah.
anyone wants to do anything particular.
I'll be reading that book about
Alchemy or whatever it was.
yeah, alchemy tools. But,
I'm
yeah.
going to fall asleep with my axe in hand in case those things come back.
All right.
Hoyle is going to be in frog form and just kind of rest on Art's head.
Seth is dead, so Onvir is gonna take over the English lessons for Poyo.
Seth is taking a long rest. Permanent.
A very long rest.
A
An
very long
eternal rest.
The longest of rests.
Man, he's gonna be so rejuvenated after that rest.
No, that's how I'm referring to character deaths from now on. They're taking the longest of rests.
They're taking the very long rest.
Yeah.
Should we bury him
Who?
somewhere in this forest?
Dosha nods. He says, we don't know much about him, but he was an ally in arms. At least when a tribe member falls within the Shroom Shield, he is burned and given final rights within the tribe.
Yeah. Sadly, we don't know really too much about him. We don't know what he would have preferred.
Are we planning to keep his sword? Dosha says.
Yes.
Okay.
As I know it makes you uncomfortable, Dosha, but I do think it will come in handy, especially if these next group like fancy weapons.
Let's be honest. It was only his sword for like what, a day and a half.
2 days.
Couple of days.
Right.
It is not my place to say. The Grey Wanderers are your group, and how you wish to honor your dead is up to you. So, what are you going to do with Seth's body? Are you going to bury him? Are you going to burn him?
I will, unless anyone else
Probably
wants to
wouldn't
do
want
it.
to burn him in the middle of the town, since the cave would make it really smoky.
Yeah.
I'd probably bury him if no one else wants to.
I think so. Yeah, I was looking at my inventory. Unfortunately, I don't have a shovel. I have a trowel.
I don't think I do either, but we could probably borrow one off the Knolls.
Okay.
Yeah. Most likely these gnolls have shovels. I don't know if you know much about gnoll culture, but this tribe usually keeps its dead for necromantic purposes to create more of the witherlings. Although that
makes
wouldn't
sense.
work with a human. So, I'll speak.
not- Attitude.
Sorry, what?
Not with that attitude.
Well, I should say their shamans don't really know how to raise humans as skeletons. Our spells only work on our own kind. I will speak
Well, they
with...
do seem to come back twice as vicious as most undead.
Yes, they are quite vicious. Let me speak with Grola about it. So, Gadosha would go speak with Grola, who would come back over. And he says, I have heard of your comrade's demise. My apologies. And Dosha's translating because he doesn't, I don't think, speak common. Wait, did he speak common?
I don't think
No,
he
I don't
did.
think
I
he
think
did. So yeah, Dosha translates and he says, I would be happy to honor your custom and give this ally of yours burial within the town, if you don't wish to bury him somewhere else.
Unfortunately, yes, we didn't know him too well, so I think it's just best to put him to rest here for now.
So I was curious again. Dosha's translating. What is your plan now? Will you go speak with the other tribe, or do you intend to go seek the prison?
It seems like we'd have to go through the other tribe to go to the prison anyway, so may as well hit the other tribe on the way.
He says, I would be cautious about how you approach them now, especially with the cultists knowing something is going on.
Yes, this may not be a recruitment mission unlike the last ones.
It could be quite the battle if you attempt to rush their gates, because like us, they do have a gate protecting their village. So I'll leave it up to you how you wish to handle them, though.
Were you saying that this next closest camp was one where a lot of the warriors come from?
It is. Let me double check that. What is this game?
I know you said one was famous for warriors and one was famous for shamans. I just don't remember which one's which.
So the Deep Fang are, yes, they have many warriors, and many of their warriors are gifted by Inagu, which is what will make this this difficult. In fact, this tribe is most likely to be your hardest conversion. Not saying it's impossible, but they have a lot of cultists in their ranks. They were one of the most heavily affected by the recruitment efforts. Also, we have heard, at least recently, that there have been strange happenings within from those who've gone over and traded with them. Strange noises coming from the fields, almost like there's some sort of creatures they've been cultivating. But I don't know much about what's going on.
Eerie.
Yes, it could be dangerous.
Thank you so much for the warning.
Of course. And just let us know if there's anything else, as the Sharp Rock are in your debt. Alright, so time passes a bit. Give me a d20 roll, someone,
I'll do it.
for events. 5. Alright, so it's actually pretty quiet for the rest of the day here. The people seem, or not the people, but I guess the gnolls seem a bit rejuvenated at the destruction of their kind of evil leaders. And they're kind of happily celebrating a little. They're coming to bring you all food and drink. None of it looks very appetizing. At least I would assume none of it looks appetizing, as most of you are used to human food. Lots of meat. Very.
I feel like Onvia would be too polite to refuse. He's just, oh, thank you so much.
I've eaten bugs before,
Yeah,
so
spider meats. Bugs.
Yeah.
Alex is like, what a feast!
I'm not going to turn my nose up at any food.
All right. So Ark, as you're sitting there, Dosha would sort of approach with Grola, and Dosha would say, Grola wishes to apologize to you for you being taken prisoner. And Grola would nod. And again, translating, he says, I don't have anything against your lizard folk clan, friend. I was simply following the orders to clear out the caves. And you actually do recognize Grola as one of the not kobolds, one of the gnolls who attacked your people.
Your apology is accepted.
He says, if it would be helpful, I think I know where the rest of your people might be. The ones who survived.
Oh, you were part of a tribe.
Not a tribe. A clan.
Oh, a clan.
A clan of nomads.
Yes, we didn't actually get a chance to talk to you much.
But he would tell you basically about the prison that he'd already told them about, somewhere kind of in the middle of the cave where they take prisoners. He would suggest, if you want to save... Because how many people did you have with you? Or wait, am I getting you mixed up? Did you have people with you who were attacked here, or am I thinking of someone else? Or
I'm
were you
pretty
just...
sure I was alone.
Okay, so you were just traveling these halls. Okay, I must have gotten you mixed up. So he would just apologize for attacking you and taking you.
You were talking about lizard folk. Are you thinking about Thalsis?
No,
Like way back?
he would have mistaken him for a lizard folk. I did that
Okay.
because he doesn't know.
Okay,
but
too easy. I was just checking that.
But I was getting you confused with a different character. Okay, so you were just captured while moving through these caves. That's right. All
Yeah.
right. So never mind. He would just apologize and say he hopes that the offer of food and the apology is enough to make up for what happened.
Who'd we lose? Sleepy.
What do you want to do? Or I should say, do you want to say anything back to him?
Well, there is honor in the way you fight. We're quite strong.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not really trying to persuade him. It's just a compliment, but alright.
Yeah, it's
Just to see how he takes it.
yeah, it's more to see how he takes it,
Ah,
not that you're persuading
okay.
him. Okay. So he would nod and thank you for understanding. He says, if there is anything else I could do to make up for the aggression, let me know. He seems, do you have insight? Give me an insight check.
Right.
So,
That's a 12. I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll again.
So the inspiration you have to say before you roll it. And you would just
okay.
gain advantage on the roll. Unless it's bardic inspiration, you have to say before. But with the 12, you would guess that he is probably just worried that, especially if you're joining this group, that maybe because of what happened, what he did might reflect poorly on his people, and that you might have the group turn on him at some point. That would be your guess.
He's worried we're gonna gang up with him now.
Yeah. But he would just nod and seem happy that you took his apology and go back to what he was doing.
So what were you doing when you were captured, Ark?
I was searching for them. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Steel Shadow?
Actually, yes.
Then you know what they are. Mercenaries.
Yes, they're not particularly flattering.
Not at all.
How do you know of the Steel Shadow? Dosha says curiously.
I've had some bad experiences with them in the past. They attacked me. Rather, they attacked my clan.
Ah, so they are enemies to you.
Yes. Now that is putting it lightly.
Well, I don't think we've run into them, but we've heard tell of them being in these caves. How do you know the Steel Shadow, Anvir?
Oh, I've met a member who left because he was sick of it and thought they were terrible.
A wise decision on his part.
He left for love. I'm pretty sure you've met him, Dosha.
Oh, if I have, I don't think he ever told me of that. Who was it?
It was Devon.
I see.
Davian. I think that was his name actually.
Was that the wizard?
No, I'm trying to remember his name now. The one from way back one who like freed us from the prison.
Yeah, the guy from the farm.
He told us a fake name at one point. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh,
The one we left in charge.
Okay. Yeah. The one that got wounded.
Yeah, the one we literally left in charge from Dosha.
Oh, okay. I forgot you
Yeah,
said that. It's been a
Davian.
while.
Davian Foxhart.
I was like
Yeah.
at the beginning of the story.
That
Alright.
Davian.
So Dosha nods and he says, I don't think I ever heard him speak of that. Interesting. My people know of the Steel Shadow from attacks that had occurred on us at times. There was one point where they ambushed a hunting party, and we lost many of our hunters and scouts. So
Yes,
they are no friend to us either.
Yes, Yes, no, I think he left to save Ellie. Or I think that was her name. I can't remember names now.
Uh,
Ellen.
Yeah, so last you checked, I believe they were both within the town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they should
They'd,
still
like-
be there.
Yeah, I was just saying that, yeah, I think he left because they had, like, taken Ellen as a slave. And he fell in love. It was a beautiful story, I remember.
He says, yes, I believe they are supposed to be a group from the human capital, though I don't know much about the human tribes or how they organize their peoples.
I had actually heard rumors they were around a lot more lately.
In this area, again?
It wasn't this particular area. It was near the lake area, I think they were seen. I can't remember what it's called now.
Curious what they'd be doing here again.
Yeah, so it was,
Dosha seems concerned suddenly. I hope my clan is safe.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow I'll send a message to Davian and that, and see how they're going.
That would be appreciated. Onyx, so you're reading the book. Anvir, you're having...
I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
From my backstory, would I know anyone in the Steel Shadow? I may have asked you this before.
Were you from the Empire, or did you just spend all your time in Candle?
All I said was that I grew up in a large city.
Okay.
I didn't specify which one because I wasn't sure what would make the most sense.
So most likely, there's a human empire, which is like a large cave with several large groups. I mean, the cities are mostly within similar areas, which is kind of like the empire area of the caves. So most likely you would have been from there. Now, do you have history at all?
Yeah. No,
Okay. So you.
but I was
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was a member of another disreputable organization. So
All right. So in that case, you likely have heard of the Steel Shadow, sort of
Okay.
a clandestine group that often is very mercenary, but also somewhat, I don't want to say trustworthy, but they have a good reputation of getting jobs done. But they definitely make a lot of enemies because they often cross somewhat powerful people.
They stay true to their word. It doesn't mean that it's good.
Yeah, largely an information gathering group and a mercenary group. That's how they make most of their money, hiring out their people to do jobs and selling information to the highest bidder. So, anything else, Onyx?
no,
Alright, so Onyx is reading his book. Anvir's sort of talking with some of the Knolls. What about Eldwin? What's he doing?
Like, I would just Eldon just peace, taking time and just doing maintenance on his special blade.
Alright, so
Just
sort of
like-
listening to what's going on and just kind of maintaining some of your weaponry.
Yeah.
Alright. What about Poyo?
I heard there was food
Alright, so Poyo's just eating food. Nom, nom, nom.
in frog form, just gobbling it up. Just no, he's becoming a very well-rounded frog.
Alright.
I'm
and-
imagining by the end of it, he looks like that frog from Shrek that's just been turned into a balloon.
Just spherical.
Yeah, he just rolls around.
He's rolling around.
And Ark, anything in particular, or just kind of staying with the group and keeping an ear out?
Yeah, I'd be mostly staying with the group, looking around, making sure that no one's trying to sneak up on them.
Alright, so, yeah, I mean, the village, like I said, is sort of celebrating the newfound freedom. There's some bonfires being lit near where the ventilated areas are, as people are telling stories, eating, having a bit of a celebration. Is the group going to engage with that at all, or are you more just kind of staying off to the side on your own?
I might engage a little bit. Like the awkward wallflower engage where you're like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Alright. So Dosha kind of helps you all to translate a bit as you speak with the clan. It seems like there's a little bit of concern. There's excitement, but concern because they're unsure of their future and what might happen if the cultists find out what's going on. I'll take 2 persuasion checks from the group if you want to try to interact with them a bit. So,
No.
any 2 of you.
I'll do one.
And I'll take the higher one that you roll.
I got some pretty good persuasion.
Okay.
16, not too shabby. Poyo barely speaks English.
Yeah, he's just yelling Poyo a bunch.
Well,
And,
He's just disarming them by being cute.
Yeah.
I would like to volunteer to come with Poyo as a translator.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
You
I
speak
can
his
translate.
language.
I speak his language too. I speak Celestial.
Alright, so it's kind of a Groot situation where he's just yelling Poyo and the 2 of you
But-
translate.
But none of you speak
he's
Nolish.
too pure for this
So-
world.
Poyo is strangely philosophical, rolling a very good persuasion check.
Yeah, we
alright,
both got 16s.
So it's Poyo to Anvir to Dosha to them.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
I'll tell you
little
what,
bit of
actually-
telephone going on.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Since like we're gonna be having a long rest shortly anyway, while I'm doing that, I'll cast tongues on myself.
Okay, so that makes it easier for you to translate.
Yeah, and taking concerns and return and everything.
So you all kind of speak with the group, maybe calm some of their fears while getting some more information on these caves. And with the 16, you do improve your relations with them a bit, and they seem to be happier with what's happened. So that's what kind of what happens with most of the evening. Time passes overnight, and you all rest. So go ahead and I'll say that they feed you, so you don't have to worry about food, as long as you're okay eating bugs and spider meat.
I'd
This
be
is
too
hard.
polite to refuse.
Yeah. So,
I like to think I persuaded them by telling them about like the blood claws and the shroom shields, about how like we've become great friends with them and they just live their own life even in our own society.
Yeah, so they definitely like the idea of leaving this place and starting something new outside the influence of the cultists and the great maw that the cultists worship. So go ahead and do a long rest, regain resources and HP, half your hit dice. You can minus 1 exhaustion level, etc. Oh, and your temp HPs go away.
I need to go through my spells.
So it is the morning of the 11th of spring. The group wakes up feeling refreshed. What do you all want to do? Oh, and make sure if there's any effects on the permanent or the effects thing that you take them off, because I would assume they'd be gone by now since it's a new day. You know, the sheet that tracks your long effects, like aid and mage armor and such. But yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm just going over my spells quickly.
Arcurnian is going to go for a walk around the campsite. Not too far, just looking around to see if there's anything that might be of interest nearby.
Outside the walls or inside?
Outside. Not too far, maybe like 500 feet at most.
Alright, so you're heading outside. Is anyone saying anything?
Are you going by yourself?
I'm going to have a look around. I'll shout if I need anything.
Probably don't, because they're already on alert. There's probably a lot of patrols out there. If they see a green dragonborn, they're probably gonna freak out.
The guards would look and say, it might be wise to stay within here for now. Although we haven't seen any cultists in the area, so it might be safe for the time being. I mean, there was the one who came yesterday, but other than that, it's been quiet. We are still fairly far away from the cultist main base.
I think we'll be alright for now, Ark. We
Very
can
well.
trust these guys to keep an eye out.
The guards nod and say,
Very well.
Go ahead. All right.
I'll stay here then.
I'm assuming Dosh is here translating this for us.
Yeah. So Ark decides better for now to stay in. So yeah, what does the group want to do as a whole? It is morning time on the next day.
Well, first things first, I'll keep the promise to Dosh I made, where I'm gonna check in, sending to Davian.
All right. So you do ascending to Davian. Let's see. So you spend a slot. And you're just asking how he's doing?
I'm just saying it's the Grey Wonders, progressing well, made allies with 2 of the clans. How are things on your end?
He would say Candleholm is doing well. The colonies are doing well. Hopefully, the cultists will be taken care of.
That's
So,
good.
basically, all's well where he is.
All's well, Dosha.
He nods and says, "This is good to hear."
Don't worry, I worry about my home all the time.
So, the question, do we head to the Deep Fang, or do we try to move towards the prison first?
Think the Deep Fang, because I think we have to go very close to there to get to the prison anyway, is what they were saying.
Very well.
It was.
We would
gotta
move
go-
very further away from the Deep Fang to go to the prison, so we may as well go to the Deep Fang.
Well, yeah, so one of the ways would be to go through where the Deep Fang are. There is another path through the Shroomwood Forest to the south.
But they were saying that was like infested with giants.
Yes, that would be dangerous because of the giants. But it
Yeah.
would skip a lot of the Knoll guards and armies. Because there
Well-
are also cultist patrols and like the cultist armies are kind of in the way as well. If
So
you
that
took
would be a
path.
point. We would be less conspicuous if we went that way, and then we could free a bunch of prisoners, and then maybe.
So, to benefit you, the what's his name? The Knoll tribe current leader Grola is going to show you.
yeah.
He'll show you some maps of what. to
Ooh,
expect.
fun.
So he kind of shows you this area he has mapped. He says you'll have to go through a cave to get over here, which is where the Deep Fang are. If you attack them, as I said, they have a large fence, but you could also go south if you're going towards the prison. Through the caves here, you will come upon another guarded area where there are large guard towers and an army encampment. You'll have to get past the encampment to move closer to where the prison is. You definitely don't want to fight them, as there are large numbers of cultists there. So you probably have to sneak past or just use something to get around.
And this encampment isn't walled off like some of the other places?
This one? No, it's not walled off, but they have much more in the way of soldiers there.
Okay.
Sorry, one moment. Where's the prison? Huh, that's weird. Alright, well, anyway. It's not marked on the map, but you'll basically have to go down this way. Through the caves. And the prison is in this area here. If you are looking to get there. So it's a bit of a trek. The other way to get to the prison is to go through the southern forest down here, which again is extremely dangerous because of the giants. And you could find a way through here. There's supposedly caves that can be used to bypass some of the soldier areas. But you'll most likely have to fight giants to get through. But
And how tough are these giants, would you say?
they are extremely dangerous, depending on how many you run into. But as far as we know, there's no way to communicate with them. All they seek is destruction. The shroom spores have made them mad.
It's kind of tragic, actually.
Yes, I suppose. The other way through is to go this way, which again kind of puts you going past a bunch of patrols. So it's dangerous no matter which way you choose.
So,
Poyo, aren't you friends with one of those shroom giants?
Poyo. Poyo, poyo. And translation means yes.
How is that possible? I didn't think the shroom giants spoke with anyone. I thought they just attacked, Grola says. From what we've been told by the cultists, the giants have no intelligence to do anything other than kill and consume. The spores have made them mad.
Well, maybe they told you that because they don't want you getting strong allies.
Perhaps. It just seems strange.
It's unlikely, I know. I'm just trying to figure things out. Because, honestly, I'm confused by the whole giant thing. I've never seen one until I met Poyo, and his one was decently friendly.
Could be he was the only one not driven mad, but
We can go ask him.
We could.
Yeah, you never spoke to him much, Poyo. You mostly just shared food with him. He didn't talk to you much. In addition,
That is fair. But food is the way to friendship.
Poyo, do you think you could find the giant again?
I can try.
although remember that giant is far away and not in the forest that you would need to get into.
Oh yeah, that's back at the other Knoll camp or Knoll tribe.
Yeah, so that's the only problem. Alright, well, at this point, I just need to know what the group wants to do.
Honestly, I'm tempted to go through the forest because I feel like sneaking through a forest might be better than trying to sneak past an entire army.
I agree. At least there should be more places to hide in a forest versus just out in the caves.
Well, either way shall be quite dangerous. I guess we just have to decide if we want to fight giants or gnolls.
I'm getting sick of fighting gnolls.
Bold statement. Let us hope it doesn't get us killed.
Alright, so the group is heading into the Shroom Forest then?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, give me one moment. So you kind of keep an eye out as the guards take a look and would tell you that it seems safe and you are heading out. Any last thing you need to do before you leave this place? Alright, I'll take that as a no. So you head out in...
Our business is concluded.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
I am listening. I'm also just trying to do the notes at the same time.
Yeah.
I just said I believe our business is concluded.
Okay. So you head down this way into the Shroom area, and immediately as your lights, I assume you have torch lights or like
I'd put
lanterns
light on my stuff.
Okay. So immediately as you get close to the shroomwood, you would just see spores everywhere. The air is thick with them. Large shroomwood plants fill the forest, and you would note several areas with large footprints as you enter a bit. Now, to navigate the forest would require survival. Does anyone in the group have survival?
I got survival.
I have survival too.
Hey,
So you have some...
you people.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I will take up to 2 survival rolls as the group works together to navigate whatever 2 rolls you guys want to give me.
I will do one since I got +6.
I will do the other, and I will use my inspiration for this one.
Alright, so you have advantage. Just make an inspired survival. 23 and 21. Alright, so the group is doing very well as you move through the woods. As you do, you would hear the sounds of stomping in the distance. It sounds like something large is moving around in these woods.
Kill the lights. Kill the lights.
My thoughts exactly.
Give me a d20 roll.
Oh, got it.
Alright, this is definitely a dangerous area. You said you turned the lights off?
Yes, and I'm going to look at Jarrett and say, Jarrett, can you see? Not Jarrett. Ark. Ark.
Who is this Jared?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Can everyone see in the dark?
I can.
Ark, how's your night vision?
No, I cannot.
Not the best.
I had assumed that we would have somebody with us carrying a
On then.
light.
Nope, we're good. Don't worry about it. I'll give it to everyone but Otto because he's got the devil sight.
Woohoo! Alright. So you kind of walk around touching everyone, giving them your blessings.
I go to Ark and I'm just going to say, this is probably going to be very strange for you, and just touch you. And then all of a sudden you can just see 300 feet away in darkness.
Yes, although not very well. Dark vision does have its limits.
It's still better than he could.
Yeah, well, it's better than pitch black. So at this point, I assume you're trying to be stealthy as all the lights go out. So I need stealth checks from the group as the sound of smashing feet and mushrooms being knocked over is getting closer.
Oh boy.
Ooh, go Onyx.
Wow, I've never rolled.
I'm so angry that the rabbit is sneakier than me.
No.
Oof. Alright, there's the stealth.
Woohoo! Otto just keeps going. Woohoo! As he walks.
Oh, fucking hell!
Woohoo!
Double
Yeah.
numbers!
And apparently Poyo's just making a
Oh,
Allow me to try.
No.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
So some of you are moving stealthier than others as you
Wait.
walk through. Go ahead. Are you
Sorry.
saying something?
Sorry, it looked like we were real short.
Well, we're missing one person.
I know what it is. The auto. It's because Onyx did the auto roll, so it didn't show up as a different person. So I got really
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
They're all good.
So, it sounds like there are creatures coming from several directions now. They're definitely getting closer. But you do think they are approaching, and you would see movements getting nearer to you, especially with all that dark vision. Is there anything the group wants to do as these creatures are approaching?
Arcurian is going to look to everyone else in the party and say, "Ready your weapons. Chances are they can see us."
Yeah, most likely. Only is already just carrying this staff.
Arcurian is hefting his great axe.
Poyo.
I would say
Poyoing.
you would probably also realize, Ark, that this staff that Onvi is carrying looks way too gnarled and gruesome for him.
Alright, so give
A
me
staff for a
moment.
walking cane.
Yeah, I got it off one of the shamans, if I'm honest. It works very well, though.
I suppose if it can be used as a weapon, then its looks are irrelevant.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so some people have 300 feet of dark vision, yes?
Everybody but Otto, who has 120, complete, like, just effectively no, just perfect sight.
Alright, so I am going to have to adjust some tokens then.
Because I can give it to 4 people, and then I still have it myself.
And feel free to arrange yourselves to liking once I put you down.
And just a side note, I think I recognize this ambiance.
Oh, possibly.
Amnesia the yeah, I think it's from Amnesia: The Dark Descent, a horror game.
It was just on the jukebox as just something that isn't, 'cause, it's like free music. But maybe, maybe they used it
Could
as
be.
that. Alright, so Poyo, you get 300.
Definitely has some very amnesia
No.
vibes to it.
The guy that did a lot of this free music definitely did some where it's based on actual music from movies and video games and so on. So it's entirely possible that that's what happened.
Alright, so as you're walking through, and like I said, you can arrange yourself to liking a bit there.
Well, which way are we hearing the noise from?
Well, several directions.
Oh, great. In that case, in the middle.
So there is a noise from up here. To 3, and from the south, though pretty far away, a 4th one comes into view. Give me initiative rolls.
Alrighty.
And you see each of them brandishing what looks like a large, probably shroomwood stump, and dragging several rocks behind them. And they are also covered in a thick mushroom. Thick growth of mushrooms all over their back and stomachs. Well, they look almost kind of like zombies. Alright, it looks like I have everyone. So the first one to act as these giants come into view, moving towards the group, is Onyx.
No, it's not sorted. He's got a 7.
Also, do you have your bunny on the screen? I don't see your Mr. Rapid Defender.
Sorry, I didn't. I wasn't sure if you were going to drag him on. I got him.
Alright, so Eldwin, you are first to act. What are you going to do?
Oh boy.
And actually, I'm going to add an initiative for your bunny just so all my token things work with him.
Okay.
So... Wait,
Alright.
what just happened? Sorry, something weird's going on. I see a bunch of initiative rolls, but they're all 0 for the Hill Giants. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened.
They're fine for us.
Well now, so, yeah, now, I think it rolled a second grouping of initiatives because I right-clicked on Hassan and they were still selected.
Oh,
So let me just
oh,
make
player,
sure.
good news. You didn't select your token. You can reroll.
Alright, I'm gonna undo them and roll again.
Poyo?
Yeah, it looks like I might be missing Poyo.
And Eldwin.
No, I
No.
get initiative.
You didn't select your token. You're not in the order.
I think
No,
he did. I think it might have erased it by accident. Let me...
You and Ark.
Do you remember what you rolled? I can just add you back in.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
It wasn't a nat 1, but just a 1.
Ark got 18. Like, just dead on 18.
Alright, so you got a 1.
Oh, wait. Sorry, no, that was his stealth roll. He got it dead on 17.
So I'll add Poyo back in 1. Okay, so Poyo got a 1. And Hassan...
7.13,
Well-
just so he goes after Onyx.
Yeah, so let me do that.
Was I removed from the initiative?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna put what you rolled.
Yeah.
Because we think... I think we accidentally deleted it.
I think
Oh, I love that one Giant's initiative of 0.07.
Yeah, he didn't
Wait.
roll very well. So, Ark, what did you have for your initiative?
17.
17.
17. Alright.
Yeah, I don't have the tiebreaker thing on.
Okay. You can set that up in on your cog.
I'm guessing Poyo doesn't either.
Yeah. It's good to have it in case there's a tie. So, I lied. The Hill Giants go first.
Ah.
So this one down here comes crashing in.
Well, two of them do it.
He moves north through some difficult terrain, gets to here knocking over some mushrooms, and he is going to... What's the range on his rock?
So just to clarify, these guys look like hill giants, but they aren't hill giants.
They have mushrooms growing all over them, so they look
Yeah.
more
Spore
like
giants.
zombified spore. Like, you know, like those ants that get mushrooms that turn to zombies. It's like that.
Yeah, the ones that were like
Yeah.
the inspiration for the Last of Us games.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
cordyceps fungus thing.
So
I have a wonderful idea.
Alright, so luckily you're at long range. He is going to huck a rock at you, Eldwin.
Oh, that's not nice.
So disadvantage. 17 becomes a 15.
All of that misses.
Alright, so it smashes into the mushroom behind you.
Right behind me.
This one is also stepping forward, smashing through mushrooms, which would give him difficult terrain. He gets up to about here, and he is going to angrily throw a rock at poor Otto. Ooh, 24 versus AC. I believe that would strike her or him, sorry.
Yeah.
So not a direct hit, but still hits, doing 21 points of bludgeoning.
Good night.
Woohoo! Ah! So Otto is probably looking injured. That's it for the Hill Giant. Now Eldwin.
Alright. For my bonus action, I will activate my Blade Song.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up. Here. Is that close enough? Oh, sorry, no.
Is anyone else getting a lot of static from Lou?
Oh, I was rubbing my beard.
I just hear it. I thought it was static or something. I've been there before, honestly, where I've been scratching my beard.
And on this giant closest to me,
Yep.
I'm going to try. I don't know if this will work. I'm going to try and cast Hideous Laughter on them.
Alright, so you chant as you start concentrating on Tasha's hideous laughter. The giant will attempt to make. Now, he doesn't have to speak your language, right?
Just
No.
to have a certain intelligence score, I think.
Yeah, they just have to be.
4 or higher, which I think he barely is. So he has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, bastard.
This was a risk. I'm like, he might be too dumb.
Honestly, 50-50.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hill Giant too dumb to
So
laugh.
he falls prone, laughing at you.
You don't get joke.
Go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating. And anything else for you?
No, I'll just take the last 5 feet of my movement and move back one.
Okay. So just FYI, moving through mushrooms is possible, but they're difficult terrain as you have to kind of slow down and move around them. So anytime you're moving through mushroom areas, it's difficult terrain. Anvir.
Sorry.
The water is also difficult terrain, the underground streams here.
Okay, I have an idea to help us a little bit. I just need to check ranges. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something new, folks. I move up to here,
Yeah.
and I look at that giant. And you'll see like some night sky try and completely capture him as I cast banishment on him.
The one that's laughing?
Wait, is that no? Oh, is that the one that's laughing up top?
This is the one that's laughing, yes.
In that case, I'll go for the one to the right here.
Alright, this one?
Yeah, I'll go for that one instead.
Alright, so you chant, attempting to banish him, at least temporarily, which I believe is a charisma save.
Yes, it is.
How charismatic are these giants?
I can imagine terrible.
Apparently not very charismatic. Pop as he disappears.
Sweet as.
So
Also-
mark yourself as concentrating. and put the minute timer on you. And actually, I guess you would put the minute timer on you as well, Elwyn.
Yeah, I figured because it never lasts that long, but yeah.
So it's the clock now, right?
Yeah, it's
Not the yellow dot.
Yes, it's the clock or the green 0 are the two timers.
All right, I need both of those.
And then I imagine this cave area is actually quite large, right?
Yes, and all the marks, I believe if you look in chat, it'll show you all the marks. Yeah, you got it. So the cavern is pretty large. Some of these areas, they're like attached to the ceiling, but yeah, for the most part, the ceiling is between like 10 and 20 feet in here.
Well, since there's also a lot of difficult terrain, for the first time ever, I will cast Steps of Night
Okay.
as a bonus action, which is this
So
one.
I don't know if you can do that.
Why
Oh,
not?
wait,
It's
are you
not actually a
casting
spell.
it?
It's a-
Oh, so
sorry, it's not actually a spell. It's a cleric feature from my
Gotcha.
Twilight domain. Yeah,
Alright.
that was the wrong turn of phrase.
So you are able to fly for 1 minute. All right. So you begin hovering as you channel energy and can now fly around. So give yourself another timer for that. Anything else? So you have a green timer as well. And I think
Yes.
I think you can use the thing in chat if you click on your token, then click the plus to just put one of those effects on you.
Where's the? Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Like if your token's highlighted and you press the plus symbol next to the effect you want to put on you, I think it adds it to your token. Now I don't know for sure because I don't know what the permissions.
That work?
Ooh, maybe not. Maybe only I could do that. Because it doesn't look like it put it on you, so you might have to just manually go get the 0. But anything else on Veer?
I'll just use the rest of my 20 feet of movement and just cling to the ceiling effectively and just nope, not dealing with this.
Alright, so if you want to fly up, it is this symbol with a number for every 10 feet. So you're at 2 for 20. Alright, Otto. What's Otto want to do?
Woohoo! If I get killed, Miri will never forgive Trey.
Who are these people we keep mentioning
Yeah.
today?
15. Otto is going to use Emboldening Bond,
I think these
Okay.
spores are having an effect on our brain.
because that's what Miri would do. On Eldwin, Arcadian, and let's just say Onyx, just for the heck of it. No real reason.
Alright.
And then Otto is going to cast Sanctuary on himself.
Alright, hopefully preventing any more big rocks from hitting him.
That's the hope.
So mark, you probably want to mark the emboldening bonded people. I would just say use, there's tons of marks now, so just pick one and everyone can use that one.
I think we used this one before.
Glowy boy.
Yeah, that's fine. The book with the shield is fine. So mark yourselves. Arc. What do you want to do? You see
Well,
the.
unfortunately, oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say you see the giants charging up from the south. But luckily, one of them vanished, and the other one is laughing hysterically on the ground right now.
I would yell out, as long as I can keep this up, we got a minute before that one comes back.
Alright, good. So, Arcurnian is going to prepare his great axe in a defensive stance against the incoming giant from the south.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right. Do you remember the marking for the dodge and the axe?
I do not remember.
So the two-handed weapon is this one.
What I've
it's-
got with
it's
the
the
two,
three
right?
swords. Yeah, the 3 swords. You just mouse over it and press 2. And the dodge is the small shield with 2 lightning bolts under it. I think it's also marked in the chat.
Okay. Let me
Ish.
just find it.
I should probably put the weapon and shield marks in there as well, just so they're showing. Yeah, you got
Alright,
it.
found it. There we go.
All right, so you get ready as you see the giants approaching. Any movement or any other actions?
No, I'm just going to defend myself.
All right.
I don't have ranged options, sadly.
So this guy has a nice clear path to go 40 feet as he is making his way through the mushrooms. He is going to hurl a rock at Arcadian, luckily at disadvantage. So here it comes. 24 becomes a 12. Luckily, you were dodging as you kind of jump to the side, throwing your shield out as it kind of clips you and shatters all over this mushroom here.
I love how it was exactly half.
Yep.
That was a close one.
So that's it for him. Onyx, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Yeah.
patch on up.
Huh?
Maybe patch on up.
Sure. I will use a healer kit use on Otto.
Woohoo! Alright, so
Yeah.
quickly patch
I'd better.
Otto up, giving him 12 hit points back as the salves work their magic.
And then I won't I'll just tell Hassan to come up by me as I move out to the front. Right there ought to do. And I'm going to
Did you give Otto the 12 hit points? It looks like he's still at
Oh,
6.
sorry. Yeah, let me do that. This whole playing two characters thing.
Yeah, it can definitely be a bit much.
I'll draw the scimitar and cast branding smite on it.
Alright, so your scimitar lights up with fiery magic, which I think you are concentrating now, right?
I will be concentrating on that. That's correct.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Hassan is dodging. Alright, so that's it for you two. Poyo, what are you gonna do?
Okay, also a question. What happened to one of the giants? Wasn't there one, like, in the top right corner?
I banished it.
Yeah, it's vanished.
Oh. Okay,
I did yell it out.
He poofed away. You probably saw Anvir chant, and suddenly it was gone.
It was sent to Brazil.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Get
what
some salt
Poyo
in
is
that.
going to do is he is going to move right here,
Oh, my tie, please.
and I am going to cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and link it to expend the spell. Or wait, are you using Beyond?
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead and manually minus that.
Yep.
And what are you going to say to the plants?
I'm going to ask specifically the mushrooms on the giant, why are you attacking us?
So the mushrooms would respond, we eat you, we eat you. Come rot for
We're
us.
not food.
Everything food.
We're not food, though.
The giant continues laughing. So it seems like they wish to make you rot, is what they keep saying. Kill, smash, rot, eat. Kill, smash, rot, eat.
Well, I'm going to test them out. You see, the thing about speak with plants is that I can give plants simple orders. And if this thing is being controlled by mushrooms, I'm gonna say, well, stop trying to eat us.
All right.
Basically,
So,
just giving it a simple order.
they kind of stop speaking. The giant is still laughing. You're not sure if it worked though, because like I said, the giant's kind of still laughing at this point. So it's hard to say if that worked or not.
That'll be my turn then.
Okay.
Yeah, I had tashes on it, so.
So another hill giant goes. Or no, it would go. It's continuing to laugh, and I think at the end of the turn it gets another save. Right?
I think it's only if it takes damage.
Can you relink it? Just the description.
No, it's at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna say.
advantage if it takes damage.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So it makes another wisdom save. Rolls a 5 and continues laughing. Down south, this one is making its way north. So he gets up to here, knocking some mushrooms aside, and he is gonna see Onyx there, pick up another rock off the ground, and you are within range, so he's gonna hurl it at you. Unfortunately, you are within normal range, so it's not a disadvantage. 25 versus AC. You muted?
I am sorry. No point in shielding that. So yes, that
Alright,
hits.
so you try to roll with the hit as it slams into you for 33 bludgeoning.
That hurt.
That was a really good roll. And I need a concentration check, DC 16.
I'll use Mind Sharpener to have advantage on this.
Okay. Is Mind Sharpener a reaction, or?
Let's see how
It's just
it is
active, I'm pretty
described.
sure. I thought.
Is it a resource, or is it just always active?
It's
Well, no,
it's
like,
one
it's
of my infusions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just can
But no, it does require my reaction. It does take my reaction. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's a charge. Okay, so you spend a charge, and your reaction as your armor.
Oh, I could have waited to see if I failed it though.
Yeah, so
Shoot.
that's something to keep in mind for the future. But you, yeah, so you got it. Go ahead and spend a charge, and you keep your spell. That's it for that giant. The banished giant goes. He is banished. Eldwin, what do you want to do?
Alright.
You see
So-
Poyo making strange noises at this guy, who continues to laugh. But
He's okay, so he's still laughing. And how far away is this guy again? Far. He's not much better. No. Okay. In that case, hold on. Yep. I will back up a little bit to here,
yeah, or forward.
and then
I guess backing up from the other one. Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to do that 'cause on one target. Realizing I don't have a lot of good single target stuff for range. So on
What are you talking about? Fireball is great single target.
yeah, no. Okay. He's at, oh, he is in range. Cool. On the giant right down here,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Mind Sliver.
All right. So you, as you see him running up towards you, you chant, attacking him psychically
Why that?
with an int save. 14. Wow, that was a good roll.
Wow.
Oh, that's the exact
Yeah.
DC.
So he kind of goes, "Oh," and grabs his head, looking confused, and then looking angry at you. So he would make it, taking no damage. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. That is unfortunate.
Anvir.
Okay.
Man, he must have rolled like an 18 on that or something. Or no, probably would have been 6 years. It doesn't matter.
Have we been attacking either of these two to the south?
No, neither of
Too
them.
far away.
They've just been hurling rocks. They haven't been close enough before.
So we haven't attacked them at all. Yeah. Sweet.
No, as far as you know, none of them have taken damage.
It's fine. I was just wondering because either way, I'll start doing some damage to one of them then. I will do just a first level guiding bolt on the one like south, right? So like,
This guy?
No.
That guy? Alright. So you chant summoning a guiding bolt. Yep, 15 would strike him just barely because you got a bunch of cover in the way. So he takes 18 and he is lit up like a Christmas tree in the dark, making the next attack on him have advantage. Anything else?
And that was my action. I can't really do anything for my bonus action, I don't think.
Okay.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll channel Divine Power and get that first level spell slot back, just for the fun of it.
Alright. Otto, what are you doing?
Well, I feel like Otto would want to heal his good friend Onyx.
Seems legit.
Even
So
though Otto
he-
is technically wounded at the moment, unless that's not.
no, he's not. I'm sorry, I didn't remove he is
Okay.
not wounded.
I thought it was me that he was wounded.
But Onyx is wounded, so here comes a second level cure wounds.
Alright. So Otto chants casting Cure Wounds at second level. And Onyx, you would gain 9 points of healing. Feeling a bit better. As healing energies course through
Why?
you.
I actually rolled that from my sheet instead of Otto's. Sorry.
Huh. Alright.
I don't think it matters really.
think
Yeah,
they
I
have
mean,
a
you
lot
can just give
of
yourself the thing back and adjust Otto's spell. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what made me realize I had it wrong. Otto doesn't have 3 second level spells. So. Alright. And I think that's it for Otto. I don't think he's going to take a bonus action.
Alright. Arcadian, what are you gonna do? Looks
I'm
like
not totally
yeah.
sure.
So yeah, the two southern giants are approaching quickly, throwing rocks as they do. The northern one is just laying there laughing as Poyo seems like he's talking to him, but you're not sure exactly because it's, Poyo.
Yeah.
He's just making a bunch of noise. Or actually, wait, you speak his language, huh?
I have
He's
to
telepathic.
understand.
Oh, but it's telepathic, yeah, so you wouldn't know what he's doing. Never mind.
I speak his language.
So yeah, what do you want to do, Ark?
Let's see. I don't really have any good ranged options. So I guess I'll take the dodge action again, as Arcadian once more prepares himself and holds his defensive stance.
Alright.
You may as well. You can still move up a little bit if you wanted to.
Yep. and I'm going to move up about 10 feet.
Okay, so trying to kind of get in front of your allies. Alright, so you move up, kind of getting in front and dodging to hopefully stop any incoming attacks. That's it for you, right?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, so this guy here is going to move forward. It seems that the water, unlike for you all, is not slowing him down, as he just moves right into it, splashing.
He chunky.
Yeah, exactly. He chunky. A bunch of water splashes everywhere as he once again grabs up a huge rock, hurling it at poor Eldwin. Crit. Yeesh.
Ow.
This could be bad. Let's see. 44 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. Bye.
Alright.
44?
So, yeah, unfortunately, Eldwin is hit directly with the boulder. You may have heard some bones crack as his lifeless body falls to the ground, but he is still breathing, luckily.
Sorry, did I miss a crit or something there, or was that just a lot of damage?
That was a crit.
No, that was a crit.
Okay, I'm slightly less concerned now.
So yeah,
Not massively.
you do have a level of exhaustion. You drop your weapon, and yeah, you are prone. So that's it for that guy. Onyx.
Next question's his life choices yet again.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna step right here and use the healer's kit on Eldwin.
Alright. So Eldwin, you gain 13. Once again conscious but feeling very hurt from that hit, as you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Ow.
Your stuff is laying next to you. The swords, or your sword that you dropped.
Alright.
Oh, that did not look fun.
How deep does the water look?
It's like 2 or 3 feet. It's just difficult terrain. It's not gonna stop you. Oh, and remember, you do have emboldening
25.
bond on, so someone could have swapped places with Eldwin to take that hit. I think.
No, that's not how.
Oh, isn't it? I thought you could teleport.
That's warding. That's warding.
Yeah,
bond.
that's warding.
Oh, right. This is the like the blessed
Yeah,
thing.
this-
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's the thing that needs 250 gold platinum rings.
Yeah.
I will tell Hassan to get up here with me and attack this thing. 10.
Just a curious question, but has Eldwin made his concentration check on the hideous laughter?
He went unconscious.
He went unconscious.
Yeah.
So the hideous
That spell's
laughter is
over.
gone.
I gotcha. Well, I guess we'll see if my spell worked on the giant.
So Hassan will attack this giant.
Alright, so Hassan bounces over, blasting at him, trying to get his attention off his master.
No.
9 would not be enough, unfortunately, as he sort of puts his hand up, blocking the force rend. Anything else?
Nope. It's been fun.
Alright. Poyo, what do you want to do? So the giant has stopped laughing, but he hasn't done anything yet. He's just laying there.
First, I would like to cast Polymorph on Ark and turn him into a giant ape.
Go ahead and link that.
Yep.
Are you resisting Arc? You muted Arc?
He is.
Oh, sorry about that. I always said I'm not resisting. I'm letting this happen.
Alright.
Time for some monkey business.
Time for some monkey business. Have we used giant apes before?
Once, but it was very short-lived.
Didn't do anything.
Alright.
One moment while I override my stats.
Well, I can. So here, let me. I can pull out a giant ape for you. You don't have to mess with your stats.
Alright, good.
So. You suddenly go turning into a big old monkey. Who you can tell me what you're doing. And here, I'll give you the ability to roll though.
I can't see anything.
Oh, well, that could be an issue. In that case, I will just. Oh, I do have a giant ape somewhere. Where's this giant ape? Shapeshift. No. Where is he? NPCs? No. Character info. Game notes. Oh, he's under beasts. Okay, I'm going to put him in shapeshifts. So... Giving Ark assuming control. And let me make sure you have vision. I don't know, does the giant ape normally have dark vision?
I have my Eyes of Night on him though. That should. Would that carry over?
I think so, since it's an external effect instead of like a class or a race effect.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
That would be up to
there
your
you go. You should be
interpretation.
able to see now.
Oh,
So, Poyo, mark yourself as concentrating, please.
Absolutely.
And please expend a 4th level transmutation spell.
Yep.
Curious George about to beat some ass.
Yeah. Curious George is turning into Serious George.
Concentration is the guy
Oh, even
holding
better.
his head. It's you should see all the marks. Well, if you look on the list in the chat, it should show you the mark for concentration. It's an
I got
alphabetical order.
And secondly, for my turn, I would like to order this giant, kind of test out to see if my speak with plants spell is actually, controlling this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you please throw a big rock at that other giant?
Alright, so you say that to him. This guy would go next. He stands there kind of confused, drooling. Does not attack, but doesn't seem to be necessarily doing exactly what you say. You think you've at least subdued him for now, as he kind of just gets up and goes, kind of looking around.
Better than nothing. Well.
So that is it for him. The next one here is still glowing. He's going to move forward, knocking some trees over. He gets to about here, and he is going to huck a rock at the big monkey at close range. Smash. Doesn't actually say smash. 14 versus AC.
A 14 hits.
Alright, so a rock comes flying in at you, knocks you for 14 bludgeoning, not as good as my last rolls, and probably angers you a bit. That is it for him. The banished hill giant is still banished. Eldwin. So you're kind of shaking the stars away as Onyx healed you, then kind of ran in. You hear him yelling as he's attacking the giant.
Oh, it
Alright.
removed my initiative.
You're still on there. You're just in the background. I'll let you know when you're up. You're after Otto.
Alright.
So I will stand
Yes, I
back
could
up.
Add the monkey just so you see it. Yeah, you stand back up.
I pick up my sword,
All right.
and I guess I will spend another blade song to start helping the AC, because I definitely don't want that again.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure you dodge the next big rock that comes flying at you.
Yeah. And for my action, gonna just do that even more. And hold on. Cast haste on myself.
Alright, so you expend a 3rd level spell as you begin to chant and move much quicker. I don't
Alright.
know what it sounds like when you move quicker, so I just went.
So, I'm always confused about this. So when I stood up, that took half my movement, but half my movement was 15 then, and then it became 40 and now 80. So have I used 15 still, or is it 40 now?
So you used half of your initial movement. Then after you got up, you said you casted haste, right?
Yeah.
So that would have doubled your full movement at that point, or what would it? Yeah, it would give you an extra 30 feet, or does it affect your movement, or does it just give you more movement?
Yeah, it gives you extra.
Haste, I believe, doubles your movement, if I remember.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it would double
speed is
your it'll double your base movement, but so yeah, you used half of it, so you probably at this point, I think it would have you have 30 feet left, because it would be considered half of it gone, which wouldn't be regained. So you still have 30 feet of movement left.
40 because of Blade Song.
Yeah, 40.
Alright, in that case.
So, damn, you got 80 feet of movement at the moment. Damn.
Yeah, I can move fast.
Run!
Alright, well, you're out of time, so what are you doing?
Funny enough, because of that, I can't get close to this giant, but I can get close to this one. This is a mistake.
I'm sure it's fine. Alright,
So run up
you
and
You got a backup character, right?
blast up towards the giant at full speed, attacking him in your wounded state. Very brave. Go ahead.
Advantage.
Yes, you would have advantage. 22 will strike for 9 piercing as you stab him.
and that is my turn.
Okay. Anvir.
No, please no. I think I'm going to. So, using some of my movement, I'll fly over this way. Whong. Whee! And then that was how much, man? About 20. I'll lower myself 10 feet.
Alright. You should be able to adjust the, yeah, you got it.
And I, for my action, shall do Twilight Sanctuary because people are getting hurt.
Alright, so the darkness kind of flows from you as you do Twilight Sanctuary as your action. Anyone else? Or anything else?
Yeah, I'll set my aura up after I do this. And then for my bonus action, I said that's so weirdly posh, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alright, go ahead and pull the spiritual weapon out and show me who it's attacking.
Wabam!
Alright, so it goes at that guy.
Spear just out of nowhere, just like rocks up and just tries to plunge at him.
Oh yeah, 22
22?
will strike. for 10 points of damage. Now, just to warn you, you might have to make a macro for your spiritual weapon attack, or it will keep on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
spell slots. Alright, so he is stabbed and looks confused at the floating weapon, but still looks more angry at Eldwin. Anything else?
That'll be it for now.
Alright, Otto.
I'll give myself my temp HP and all that. Should I make my aura 20 feet for now? Because I'm 10 feet up in the air. So it technically wouldn't reach everybody lower than me.
You can just make it 30 feet and remember that.
So Otto will cast Healing Word on Eldwin.
Alright, so Otto chants woohoo and sends some healing magics towards the brave Eldwin, who's up there
As
in the thick of it.
as I use up all of Otto's second level spell slots.
Alright, so how much did she gain?
Oh, it doesn't. Huh.
Yeah, Mary has her macros set up a bit weird. You might have to click on the spell sheet itself, unless there's a different healing word button.
It's like when you get in someone else's car and you're like, Jesus, how do they drive like this?
I'm just adjusting all the
It's not. Yeah, even though I click it to roll and I select the level.
Maybe just
it
roll
still
2d4
quotes
and
it.
3 for now.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah,
Yeah,
do it
that's what I'm
manually,
doing.
that's fine. So 7 points, Eldwin, as you
7.
feel your life force returning, gaining renewed vigor. You know, it feels like you have a broken rib. That's it for Otto, right? Or wait, no. you
Well,
still have
that's
spell.
that's the bonus action.
Yeah.
I guess.
You could just
Much
throw
as I
an
don't
Eldritch
want to-
Blast.
That's what I was gonna say. As much as I don't want to make her a target again, I guess she's gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Which one?
This one that has less cover,
Alright.
since she's behind a giant ape.
So light cover as you send several Eldritch Blasts at that one.
Eldritch.
Yeah, 16 will strike with the first one for 2.
Oh, doink.
You do have a second attack, I believe, but that would miss.
Oh,
Woohoo! Alright, the giant ape goes. So, Ark, you probably don't have the same mental capacity, so I will be making some decisions for you, if that's okay.
Out of curiosity, what was your intelligence?
My intelligence before becoming an ape,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was an 8.
So he's only
well,
gone down by
I guess
1
he's only
point.
1 point lower. Yeah, I guess giant apes are somewhat smart. Alright, so go ahead. What are you going to do? If it's only a 1 point decrease, that's fine.
So yeah, the ape that is Arcadian is going
Screaming.
and definitely very pissed off at this giant in particular. So he's going to make 2 fist attacks at this giant down here.
I assume he's rushing up and attacking close range.
Oh, it's 10-foot range on the unarmed attack.
Oh, well, I guess you can get to there then. Go ahead,
Yeah.
give me some attacks.
All right.
Bad
Monkey,
monkey.
monkey.
All right.
Uh,
First one is a 19.
So if you click on his sheet, there is a fist attack. You can just click it and I'll roll it for you. The monkey
Where is
sheet
the sheet?
is under Game Resources Shapeshift, and you should see a giant ape there.
Ah, okay.
That'll make it much easier to do your attacks.
Yeah. Okay, so the first attack is a 19.
Yeah, so if you click on the attack, it'll give you the attack roll, and then like you can click on the name of the attack to roll damage.
Alright.
We'll keep the 19, that's fine. But just click on that to do it that way, so you can roll the damage
I'll do it.
easier.
And I'll just manually roll damage because I've already done the hit thing. So, okay, first fist attack is going to do 19 damage,
Sure.
bludgeoning damage.
So you punch him for 19, and he is looking wounded.
And then there's the second punch, because this is multi-attack.
Yeah.
I think it accidentally rolled with advantage.
That is completely fine. It's supposed to do that because you just take the 16. You take the
Alright.
first number unless there is advantage or disadvantage. So 16 would strike. Go ahead and click on the fist to roll damage.
I think he's got whisper rolls on.
And yes, it does have whispering.
Yeah.
Bang! Another 20 points of damage. And the creature
39 in total.
looks pretty beat up from that. Anything else?
I don't believe I can do anything else, so I'm good.
All
I
right.
forgot to give Otto temporary hit points. So 10 for them, and then 10 for you as well.
Alright, so you gain 10 temporary hit points, Mr. Ape, and Otto gains 10. So that was it for Ark. The Hill Giant goes. So this one roars angrily as blasts are coming at him. He looks at... were you saying something?
Yeah, I guess I should also preference the fact that I am shedding dim light now.
Does that affect something? I mean, there's...
We'd all think normally.
Oh, yes. The dim light is 30 feet.
Yeah, it's the area of my effect.
Alright, well, let me add some dim light then.
I don't know if that. I don't think know how that would affect us much, but yeah.
Alright, so this guy is going to... He's probably more pissed off at the bunny, because the bunny tried to zap him, so he's going to use his club and do a multi-attack, taking 2 great club swipes at the rabbit. 10 versus AC would miss as water splashes everywhere. He swings around. 21 would connect, though. Unless you got something, Onyx.
Nope, nothing I can do.
So, whap. He is hit for 14 bludgeoning as he clips him with the big club. That's it for the giant. Onyx.
Yeah, so, yup. I'm going to attack him. Try to get this warding smite on him.
Alright, so your
Not with that.
flame, or your scimitar sheathed in flame, 9 would miss as he kind of puts his two-handed great club up and blocks.
Alright, second attack.
Yeah. Yes, 17 would connect, cutting and burning him.
Alright. So,
Why say you have a two-handed weapon?
huh?
It says you have a two-handed weapon.
No, that's the giant.
Yeah, it's a giant.
Oh, it was lined up with your passive, which I thought it was you.
So he takes...
And there is the. Oh, it does that as a cast too. Whoops.
Yeah, you have to make a separate macro. But, alright, so you did 10 slashing and 3 radiant? Is that what that is?
Yep.
So 13. And he is on fire.
And he is
correct?
glowing. Not on fire. He's glowing with radiant energy.
Does that damage him every turn or something?
No, he just can't. It's actually pretty useless in most situations, but he can't go invisible in case he had any thoughts of doing that.
Alright, he puts away his invisibility potion. Does he shed light now? Yeah. so he sheds
Yes,
light.
5 foot.
Yeah, 5 foot radius.
Alright, so he is now...
Which for him is actually big.
dim light.
That's true.
Alright, so Hassan, I assume, is going to blast him with your bonus
Yeah,
action.
Hassan is going to attack.
Alright.
Ah,
No, Hassan would miss. And the giant looks much more angry at you now. So anything else?
sweet. Nope.
Alright, so Poyo, the
Remove
giant
the-
continues to stand here drooling, just staring at you. What do you want to do?
Hoyo is gonna look at the giant, kind of equally drooling, and for a second just think before saying,
Can you go away and stop attacking us? Like, go home.
He is going to kind of look around. Anything else, Poyo? You still got your
And
This is my home. What do you mean?
The giant.
and then Poyo's going to okay, good talk, bye bye, and start heading over to help you guys.
All right, Poyo heads down south. And any actions, or is that it for you?
Oh yeah.
I'll just take the dodge action.
Alright, so Poyo moves south and begins dodging. The hill giant up here is going to kind of look around and seem confused, wandering up north with a double move, exiting.
Hey!
Hey!
Creative thinking for the win.
So
We gave the
that's-
giant therapy.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is how he communicated with them.
So that was it for him. Oh wait, I skipped the other one. Alright, so this one goes, he is very angry at the monkey, so he is going to take a bunch of great club swings. 26, I assume, would strike. Smacking the monkey for 23 bludgeoning. And remember, I think someone gave you temp HP.
I did. You got.
I got how many
10?
hit points? 10?
I want to. Yeah, 10.
And you can put those in the red square to record them.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
take,
what we.
so yeah, you take 13 on that one. He's gonna.
Did I get the 12 or the 9?
9. 12 was for Hassan.
Awesome.
Second swing would connect as well. 22 versus AC. Smacking you for another 18 bludgeoning.
You still monkey?
Oh yeah, he's definitely still monkey.
I don't know how chunky monkeys are.
They are pretty chunky.
Yeah.
Did you take the 18?
Oh, they are chunky. It's weird to
So-
think that a creature that's challenge level 7 has 157 HP.
So it doesn't look like your HP went down. Did you take the 18 arc?
I thought I took 13.
It was 18 for the second hit. It was 13 for the first, then you were smacked again for another 18. Because he has 2
okay.
attacks. So that is it for him. Eldwin. He's kind of ignoring you going after the monkey right now, luckily.
Thankfully, but that might change in a second. I guess I will start stabbing.
Alright,
So
so,
first it's going to be Booming Blade.
alright, so there's an explosion of thunder as you stab him. Doing, let's see, 11 and 5, so 16. And he looks very wounded now, as he's taken several nasty hits, but he is still up.
Alright, here's 2. I'm going to use the Emboldening Bond for that.
Alright, D4. So 17 will strike, doing another 11 points of damage. And he is very, very wounded, but still alive.
And Hasted Attack.
Did you say hasted attack?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. 23 will strike for 6, and he would go down. As you kind of jump up, stabbing him right in the face, and he falls to his knees dead.
Cool. Then I will go. Let's see. That's 45. That's 75. That's 80 there.
So you run around behind that guy.
And that will end my turn.
Alright, Anvir.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, my roll 20 glitched out for a second. Let's have to refresh it. Okay. So, unfortunately, a spiritual weapon isn't too useful now.
Alright, so you can move it 20 feet in that direction.
There we go. And I will stay here. And on this fellow that's left, I will do a second level guiding bolt.
Alright. You fire a guiding bolt at him. He has light cover, so +2 to his AC.
Question, is the light cover my friends? Because I am 10 feet above them.
Yes, but even being above them, he's still partially covered by them because he can move
Damn.
around.
Fair
So 22 would
Oh, that
strike,
matters.
or 21.
I didn't mean to do it twice.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
give me a damage roll as you blast him with radiant energy.
Oh. Sorry, wrong button. 15.
So wait, is that 18?
Yes, sorry.
Alright. So you blast him for 18 points of radiant damage. He
Question,
seems
that
very
staff you
unhappy. Yeah.
Well, staff I found, it didn't affect damage rolls, did it? Only attack rolls.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's just attacks.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so that is it for you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Otto. Eldritch Blast, perhaps?
Yep,
Onyx?
Sorry, I keep forgetting that I'm muted.
It's fine.
Yep. Otto is going to Eldritch Blast.
Alright. He fires out several Eldritch Blasts.
That's a good
Oh
one.
yeah, 23 would strike for 8 on the first one. And 24 would strike again.
All right.
Another 2.
Now it's a party.
Not as impressive, but, you know, damage is damage. Alright, so that's it for Otto, right?
Yep.
Alright, Mr. Giant Ape.
So yeah, the giant ape, now seeing that his foe is dead, would begin to calm down ever so slightly, until he notices the still living giant to his right. And he starts getting angry again. And he is going to attempt to charge forward towards the remaining giant.
Alright, what's his movement speed?
40 feet.
Alright, so he does have some difficult terrain. So
Okay.
he would probably need to dash. Well, actually, because he can do it from 10 feet. Yeah, so actually you could get to him if you come to, like, this spot here.
Right? So, like, right here?
Yeah. So you rush forward. And I assume take a big old punch at him.
Yep.
Exactly. Alright, so give me a fist. 18, yep. So you connect as he looks like he's about to go for the bunny. You clap him on the side of the head. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. Ooh, 25. Oh.
And now for the second one.
Okay. Swing
And
again.
Yep. Immediately following the first punch, the monkey continues to take out his rage with a second.
Oh yeah, 27 will strike again with his second fist punch. So he takes another 24, looking badly beat up at this point from all the blasts and monkey fists, but he is still hanging on to life. Anything else?
I believe that'll be my turn.
Alright.
12 temp to Otto because I forgot to roll 4, and 9 to you again.
So Otto gains 12 temp, and the monkey gains 9. The Hill Giant is going to respond in kind to the fist blows with some great club blows back at you. So he's going for the monkey. I assume a disadvantage.
Hassan will give disadvantage.
Yep. Alright, so Hassan kind of pokes him in the foot, and he is distracted for his swings. Unfortunately, the monkey's AC is very low, I believe.
12.
Oh yeah,
He's worth the shot.
yeah, 19 would connect with the first one, bludgeoning you for 8 points. Second attack. Luckily, you had those 10 hit points. 23 becomes a 12, which would still hit. Whap for another 19 bludgeoning.
Alright.
As he lets loose a less impressive flurry of club swings, still connecting though. And that is it for him. Onyx.
Not that I think it matters because he hit either time, but isn't only the first attack disadvantage.
That is true. Yeah, so.
Yeah, either way, but yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so Onyx, what are you gonna do?
All right. I am just gonna keep swinging.
Alright, so you flourish with your scimitar, slicing at this guy. Yeah, 21 would strike, cutting him with the first swing for 8.
And I will remember that I have Emboldening Bond this time. And,
Okay.
and use that one on this attack.
Alright, so you cut at him with the second one.
Good thing you
12 becomes a 15, and you can actually, can't you do it after you roll? Like bless? Or no, maybe you can't. I don't know. I forget. But 15 would strike, so go ahead and give me a roll. 11.
There we go.
That would take him down.
Ah.
Now, usually the battle would be over, but we do have a banished giant. So,
Yep. So I'll use my bonus action to tell Hassan to repair himself
okay.
before we even decide what to do here.
Just noticed because V is my push to talk button, at some point or another my name has become Onviv.
Beaver. Alright.
My name has become Donkey Kong.
So that would be it for Onyx. So Hassan is going to do what? Do you give him a command?
I
actually-
commanded him to repair himself.
Right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and repair.
Yep.
And are you going to move it all, Onyx?
I'll move back 5, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's as far as I can go, but I will tell Hassan to get around on the other side of Otto if he can.
Alright.
20.
Poyo.
With 40 feet, he can get there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just yell out, I can hold this for a few more minutes. And I'll like point out to where I banished him. It's like, everyone get ready to attack that spot.
Poyo, you are up. What are you doing? Oh, and you... I think the... how long does Polymorph last? An hour?
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, that's going to be going for a while. What are you going to do, Poyo?
Alright, so how many turns are like, well, I should ask this in character. I was gonna say, hey, ask, how long can you hold it?
A little less than a minute now, but I can drop it whenever.
Wait for my signal. And he's gonna start scampering off.
Poyo's up to something. Hill Giant
Taking
goes
the dash
next.
action.
He is dead. Next up is Banished Hill Giant. He is banished. Eldwin.
I am gonna use my. I guess I'll use my hasted action to. Doesn't really matter though. Just to sprint, make sure I get over here. That's.
Oh, you didn't even need to do a hasted action. Well, movement, difficult terrain, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, difficult terrain.
Alright. So you move over there. Unveer.
I'll just keep waiting. You got like maybe 30 seconds ish?
Oh, can I get
I'll start moving my spiritual weapon over to that spot as well.
Okay.
can I also get temp HP?
Oh, yep, sorry. Oh, needy.
Alright, so you gain 11. Otto.
Otto is going to
Woohoo.
move up a little closer so there's not
Cover.
as much cover, and ready an Eldritch Blast for when the giant returns.
Alright, and the giant ape.
The giant ape is going to move up in preparation for the new giant to kick ass.
Alright.
Woo, 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 woo.
So, I don't know, would the giant ape understand what they're saying at this point? He might just, like, kind of walk around confused, right?
Well, his intelligence is only slightly lower.
But I don't think you can speak their language right now, because they don't have yeah, you can't speak any languages as an ape.
I can't.
Can we like signal to him a spot? Or does he remember seeing it get banished at all?
I mean, with a 7 intelligence, I doubt he's even thinking about magic or...
Fair.
So, why don't we say he's just wandering around for now? You assume once he sees it, he might charge it. Alright, so our arc is, yeah, sort of wandering around, grunting maybe a bit. That giant is dead, so I'll remove him.
So replace your 9 with the 7.
Onyx.
I love it.
Onyx will get as close as he can. 5, 10, 20, 25. I'm going to dash.
Yeah.
35, 40, 50, 55, 60 to get up here and tell Hassan to come with me. And I'll also ready an attack if I can reach it when it...
Okay, so you...
Actually, since
Do I
don't know
remember
exactly...
the exact spot where it disappeared?
Do you what?
Do I remember exactly where it
I
disappeared?
don't know,
I can-
do you?
No, it was very close to where they're standing.
It's somewhere around
I'm
there.
gonna-
I'm sure it's close.
I'm going to sheathe the scimitar and draw the glaive just in case he's 10
Alright,
feet away from me.
so you ready your glaive for a ranged attack in case you need to. Hassan comes with you.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That means I have to drop the shield too. Can I drop the shield and scimitar as one action? One free action, or do I?
So you can, if you a shield takes an action to don or doth, and I think you dashed
yeah,
already,
that's right.
so you would have to wait
That's right. Yep.
because you have to unstrap it, which is the action. All right.
So I won't
everyone-
bother. I'll just stick with the scimitar.
Okay.
Don't bother holding anything until I let you guys know, because I can hold this for a good while still.
All right.
Oh.
Koyo.
Oil will cast Speak with Plants again.
So you know that casting that now will only affect plants within 30 feet of you when it's cast, I believe, right?
Counterpoint, though, you see, the thing is that... Okay, so the spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses. If you cast a spell using one... oh, wait, no, that's plant growth.
I could
You're
be,
looking at the wrong spell there.
I could be wrong, but I think the plant has to be within range when you cast the spell.
You see, the thing is, though, it says range area of self, and you view plants within 30 feet.
Of the casting of the spell, or does it say
Well,
during the... Link it quickly if you can.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to link it, I can take a look. So you imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience. So I'm guessing that when you cast it, you're imbuing them, right?
The thing that makes me think that it's just a radius thing is because it's labeled under communication. And that makes me think, like,
Yeah, but
Alright,
to
so,
communicate, you have to imbue the plants with the limited sentience, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that when you cast the spell, you give the plants sentience, then you can talk to them.
I gotcha. In that case, I will hold action for when I see the. Wait, no, I can't hold action and cast a spell, can I?
You can, but you have to do it before your next turn or the spell fizzles. So you could ready an action, and that would cast the spell, and basically you'd concentrate on it, holding the energies. But if you didn't use them by the start of your next turn, it would fizzle. So you have to make sure that Anvir drops that spell if you're going to do that.
I gotcha. Well, I will give the signal and then hold
Oh,
action speak.
But you are already concentrating on a spell, so if you did
Oh,
that,
wait,
the
I can't
monkey,
concentrate.
yeah, the monkey would poof back into your ally. Which I don't know if you at this point care, but yeah.
I mean, do you care, Rick?
Well, it'd probably be a good idea to stay as the ape, but
Andre, you just turned into a robot for me. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry, that could've-
I'm still hearing you as a robot. But Poyo, what do you want to do? Do you want to hold your spell or just wait?
I'll just wait, kind of move a bit.
A little better. You're still kind of robotic.
Okay. I just thought of a problem,
Valid.
which is didn't Poyo tell the giant to go away after he turned him into a giant?
Well, I can't really hear you, Anvir.
I think he's.
No, Poyo told him to go away before he changed Ark into a giant ape. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
No, it happened while he was a giant. Actually,
It was somewhere in there, but that's...
yeah, but
You had already told him to stop attacking us. You definitely said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I definitely said that before.
So-
Probably something not to worry about.
So, yeah, we couldn't have this discussion right now in the middle of battle. So, Poyo, what are you doing?
Okay, so I am just going to give Anvir the signal and then do it on my next
Don't-
turn because I feel like.
Yeah, don't hold yet. Hold next time,
Okay.
Alright,
so everybody can get ready.
the hill giant is
Alright.
banished. Eldwin, what are you doing?
Eldwin, don't bother holding now, because I'll drop it on my turn. So and then you'll have your turn to hold before then.
Okay.
So you're getting
Unless you want to move or something like that, or buff yourself in some way. Although you have haste already in that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move into position.
Alright. So you come running up there. Anvir.
Alrighty. I'll just move up to there, and then I'll end my turn for now.
Sure. Where'd you move to? Okay, there you go. Eldwin.
Yeah, I measured it just before.
And you moving your spiritual weapon?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot about that.
Alright, Otto. Woohoo!
Otto will just continue holding an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, I'm assuming Giant Ape is still kind of looking confused.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I honestly actually might just drop the concentration on that spiritual weapon because it's not going to get there anytime soon.
Well, it's not concentration, so you could just let it sit there.
Yeah, true.
Onyx, what are you gonna do?
Alright, so if I remember more exactly where the giant was, I will try to get in a position where I'm flanking
Okay.
when he arrives, but
And Hassan?
I'll tell Hassan to get him next to Eldwin.
All right,
Hopefully he doesn't appear on Eldwin and Hassan, because that would hurt.
Poyo.
I think it just shifts them.
No, they just can't end their turn there. So they're fine for that turn as long as they don't end their turn there. Then they're in trouble. What do you want to do, Poyo?
I will. Alright, Ark, I'm just gonna drop your giant ape form because you're probably gonna take a while to get over here anyway. And I will then.
Oh,
No,
did
no,
you
no,
not move on your turn? Ark?
I did move a little bit.
Ark.
No,
Yeah.
Ark can't move over because
Yeah,
monkey brain.
he's monkey brained right now. He's just kind of looking around.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
He's happy that his friends are nearby, and he's probably scratching his butt. he's happy monkey right now. He's like, oh, big giant's dead, and then he's just chilling. So Poyo, you drop ape form.
Yep, and then I will hold action, and for when I see the giant, speak with plants so I can order it to go prone.
Okay. So Ark is now standing there scratching himself, going, huh? And yeah, you can think again.
Going prone will make it really bad for the people. Range though.
All right. So
Would Art remember the stuff he experienced while polymorphed?
oh yeah. Like he just remembers like thinking like kind of like if you remember a dream, like remembering like what you were thinking in the dream, but it all seems weird to you now that you're awake.
Yeah.
So he definitely knows what he was doing. He just his intelligence was just a little different. So the hill giant's still banished. Eldwin, what do you want to do?
That means you remembered scratching your butt.
Yes.
I am just gonna.
The Ark's face.
I like to think nothing changed when he dropped position. He still just sat there happily scratching his butt.
Yeah.
His intelligence only went back up by 1.
But he regained the ability to speak. And he remembered all the stuff he knows about being a, what is it, paladin?
Barbarian.
Or barbarian, right. So he remembers some of his training and a bunch of other stuff.
Resist everything.
Eldwin, what are you doing?
I am going to hold a rapier attack.
Okay, so you ready an attack. Andrea.
Okay. So everyone's prepared an attack yet?
Oh. I think Eldwin did. Did Onyx prepare?
Yes, when I moved into a better position, but
But you dashed over there, so yeah.
no, I didn't. I
Oh,
didn't
you
dash
didn't?
over there. The
Okay,
first
so
time I
did you hold
dashed,
an action?
but then that time I just had to move around.
So it looks
Did
like
you remember to hold actions at all?
Otto, I think Otto, Onyx, and Eldwin are all readying actions right now.
Cool. And Poyo, because he's ready to speak with the plan or whatever.
He is not readying that because that would. Or wait, did you ready that, Poyo?
Yeah, I thought that's what.
Okay, so that's why you dropped monkey.
That's why you
form.
dropped,
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, Poyo is readying as well.
I drop concentration.
All right, as you do, there is a pop. Which a couple of things happen. Onyx, do you want to take your attack?
Yes, I do.
All right, so go ahead and spend your reaction, and you can spend Otto's reaction because he's shooting it as well. So,
I'm thinking even with the emboldening bond, that misses.
that would actually hit. 13 is the AC you needed, so you cut
Oh.
him.
They are big boys.
So he takes 9, looking down at you, getting ready to smack you. But then he's also blasted by Otto.
Yep. Nice.
Critical hit.
Is Hex active? Oh, she did some fancy stuff with her macros.
Yeah. All right. So 11 points on the first shot.
Yeah.
Yep, 14 would strike. Blasting a second time. So he always rolls 2 on the second one. Alright.
Yeah.
And Poyo, your spell would activate as he's being stabbed and blasted. And once again, you hear the mushrooms chanting, "Smash, kill, rot! Smash, kill, rot!" What do you want to do?
I would like to order them to go prone, if possible.
Alright, so when you speak to them, they kind of stop chanting, and once again, the giant sort of stands there drooling, looking a bit confused. And you would notice this Onyx, as he's about to swing his club at you, he sort of just goes, so at this point, the battle is technically over. We can stay in rounds if you want to keep attacking him, but I'm assuming you're going to order him to leave.
I kind of want to kill him.
I mean, if that's what everyone wants.
They are a danger to the community area.
As long as it's not their friend, Giant, then Oil is fine with this.
Alright, so at that point, it is Anvir's turn. Or it
So
was
he hasn't gone
Anvir's
prone.
turn.
No,
No,
I only
it-
dropped my
It
concentration. I haven't
doesn't
done
seem
anything
like he goes prone, he just kind of stands there and drools.
yet. Just check. Yeah, I haven't actually done anything on my turn yet. I just dropped concentration.
Yeah, so you gonna do anything?
I will do. I will. I'm gonna recast spiritual weapon. I think because I think I have one more left. I'm double checking now.
Alright, so you're gonna summon a new one?
Yeah. I'm just double checking. I actually do have that many spell slots. I do.
Alright.
That will be my last.
So if you all are going to do this, I'm not going to make you play it out because he is not going to defend himself, and you would just take him
Oh,
down
okay.
in a few moments.
Okay.
Wait.
So, yeah, the group would end the fight victorious. If you want, you can give everyone one more round of temp HP before your thing goes away.
Yeah, it's easy. I'll go down the initiative order. So
Does anyone have a passive perception of 16 or over?
we have Otto
I
here.
do.
All
Let
right.
me see.
So,
I have
if you have
Double-
16 or over, back over here, you would hear movement from behind the stones there.
Just checking before I give everyone a round of temp. Is anyone at 13, which is my max?
I'm not.
What did you say, Jared?
I said I had none.
You have none, and no, you don't have. No one else has 13 at all.
Nope.
Okay. I don't know if you're trying to tell me yes or no, Onyx, because you're muted.
No,
but
I do
I'll-
not.
Okay, I'll roll for everyone else except for me because I'm at 13 of my max. So Otto gets 11 if that's higher than what she had. Ark, you get 11. Onyx, you get 11. Harson gets 10. 10! And then Elduin. 10! What the hell? 3 11s, 3 10s!
That is amazing. And very visually pleasing.
It is, yes. It is very weird.
Alright. So yeah, as Anvir is sort of giving you all the last of his temp HP, like I said, you hear some kind of noise coming from back behind the rocks over here, like something's moving around. Those of you who have 16 or over.
I'll go have a sneaky peek. Still. Do I see anything?
So when you get back there, you
Just
will
run away from the group.
see another giant standing behind the rocks, seemingly hiding from you. As you approach, he seems a bit worried and says something to you in a language you don't understand.
If he seems non-hostile and trying to communicate, in that case, what I'll do is... Oh yeah, my character sheet keeps closing. Or like hold up one finger, like to motion to be just one moment. And then I will cast tongues on myself.
Alright. So casting tongues. Go ahead and link it. That uses the spell slot. So he is
Sorry.
saying, he says, you use fancy words. Who are you? Who are you? His speech seems a bit muddled by something.
Your adventures. We were coming through the forest when you lot, I don't know if you were part of them, ambushed us.
Says, clan kill, smash everything they find. Gorgon follow, but Gorgon wishes to speak. No one speaks to Gorgon except you now. Gorgon no wish to smash you.
I'll look over at Poyo and say, Poyo, what was your friend's name, do you remember? Poyo. Sleepy.
He might be muted.
He's not muted.
Although Poyo, I don't think ever actually spoke too much with the giant. He might be having headset issues again.
Yeah, he just
No, I just needed to, you see, I don't want to just spam Z's in chat because that's my toggle button, so, I had to click on something that wasn't a text box. Anyhow, yes?
Did you ever learn the name of your friend?
Poyo's just been
The
calling him
giant?
Giant. Or
Oh,
friend.
I found a giant who seems to want to be communicable.
Poyo's head, like, turned like a good, 180 degrees. Poyo?
Me no giant, me Gorgon.
Gorgon. So I do apologize, Gorgon. Did I say that right, or was it A-N at the end?
Gorgon. Gorgon.
Gorgan.
Gorgon. He keeps repeating what you say.
Okay.
As Poyo starts approaching, he seems to get a little nervous and kind of put his hands up.
He actually already is friends with another one similar to you, who doesn't want to smash.
Oh. Small one friends?
Yes.
Comes over this way curiously.
Assuming Poyo cannot understand them, Poyo looks at him and raises
No,
his
he
hands.
can't understand at all.
He is speaking.
I'll be translating for him.
He's speaking giant. And now that he sees the rest of you, he gets a little bit nervous again and kind of backs off a little. Ooh.
Don't worry, we make all kinds of strange friends.
Oh, friends. You
Friends, yes.
you killed Tribe, but Tribe no speak with Gorgon anymore. Not friends. You new friends? You new Tribe?
We could be, if that's what you would like, yes.
Oh, yes. Gorgon friend. Happy to speak again. And Anvir, I assume you're translating this.
Yes.
Okay. So what does the group want to do?
In Poyo's own... Oh,
Lead
sorry.
him over. I was just saying I'd lead him over to the rest of the group and all that. Like, very reassuringly, because I'm still... Oh no, I'd probably stop hovering by now, but yeah, I'd just lead him, probably just like patting at his like calf or something like that.
If anyone has proficiency in nature, you might know something here. Which I don't think
that's
anyone does.
nobody.
But I just thought I'd mention it. Alright, so yeah, what does the group want to do?
Poyo... Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, you can go first.
In Poyo's own broken English, he just looks up at the giant, raising his hands and says, "Friend,
He says friend?
friend."
giant just looks at Anvir, shrugging.
He says friend.
Oh yeah, friend. He kind of
That is
runs
the
over
common term for
happily
friend.
and grabs Poyo. Oh, slimy friend. As he kind of holds you.
Big friend.
He calls you big friend.
And Poyle is going to cast Goodberry and offer him a good berry in these trying times.
Oh, and he just takes the whole. You giving him just one?
All 10.
All
He's a
right,
big
so,
boy.
You put him in his hand. He just slaps him into his mouth. Oh.
They are magically filling, if I remember those berries correctly.
Yes. He is going to feel that.
Ooh.
Lifesaver gummies. He's 5 hours later.
Stomach hurt a little. So yeah, it seems that whatever effect the mushrooms were having on the others might not be having the same effect on this one. You might wonder if there are certain giants that are resistant to the mind-affecting spores.
You seem like quite a nice fellow.
Oh, thank you. So what does the group want to do? The giant seems to be happy to be able to speak with someone again. You wonder how long he's just been following his infected tribe around. But yeah, he's just standing there, kind of looking around. What does the group want to do?
Let's face it, I know Otto. They're looting the bodies.
You trying to search the bodies right now?
Do you know if any of your friends carried anything of use? To us, anyway, like shiny things or.
They. He shrugs. He says they sometimes pick up dirt. Dirt come in handy.
I'll have a look, see if they have anything.
Does anyone have alchemy?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Just slowly learning it.
So yeah, without alchemy or nature, you wouldn't see anything useful in these giants.
Well, do we want to take the dirt anyway? He says it's potentially useful.
Grow plants. Dirt useful.
Oh, is it very fertile soil? It grows plants well compared to other dirt.
Looks like you gave him a headache. Words.
Sorry. I'll be slower.
Okay.
Poyle, words hard.
He agrees. Words hard.
He pats the little slime as it makes a little squishing noise.
I just imagine that one gif of like vigorous petting, and it's just like, you know the one, right?
Slapping him on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Pollo.
Like a basketball, just boing, boing.
Poyle. I like to imagine that Poyle is not only what he says, but also just what the sound of air coming out of the folds of his slimy body sounds like.
It's like
like
Futurama.
So he
How the fuck's his name
suddenly,
sound?
he suddenly looks around a little bit nervously. He says, Chief of clan be unhappy. So many dead giants.
Chief Large?
Chief Large. Maybe we go get out of here before he finds Gorin.
That's a very good idea, I think. Why don't you follow us for now?
Okay. Gorgon happy to have friends again.
I love this
Vernon
man.
is going to approach this giant, looking very surprised. He probably hasn't encountered a giant before, maybe once, but not a giant that didn't want to attack someone.
So he would look a little curiously at you as you come forward. You also notice that he seems to be a little bit smaller than the other giants. Maybe
I
a
imagine-
bit of a runt of his clan. But he does seem nervous as you approach, and he would say, "Oh, fish person," in giant to Anvir, and look curious.
Closer, from what I understand of what he's told me, closer to dragon person.
Dragon. What? Oh,
Big lizard.
oh. So
Very big lizard, like makes you look small.
Oh, so you, as you approach Ark, you see him talking back and forth with Anvir, again, in a language you probably don't speak.
Yeah, everyone else understands me.
What do you want to do?
Well, Ark, not knowing the language, is just going to give a simple wave and put away his axe.
The
I'll
giant
translate
would
anything you want to say, Ark.
wave back, smiling.
Imagine Dosha's just in a corner somewhere, just
Yeah,
wrapping himself.
Dosh is hiding under the mushrooms right now.
Dosha, he seems actually quite friendly.
Hmm.
Eldon's just next to him, face down in the dirt.
Elvin's like, my ribs. My ribs.
A friendly giant. A rarity. Sort of like me, I must say.
Well, let's head out for now.
The giant just looks at you curiously. You doubt he knows what you're saying. Alright, so where is the group heading?
I think if we continue along our path, will we run into the rest of this giant tribe? Do we need to change
I'll
our
ask him.
route?
So he would basically say that the giant tribe is split up around the woods. He doesn't know where the rest of them are. So it sounds like there is a risk that there might be more giants, and he says that the chief is somewhere as well. Actually, he would say that the chief is usually in the camp, which he would say is over here in the forest.
Well, we don't have to go that way, right?
He says the chief is usually over there, near the caves and near where they usually sleep. So are you just going to continue south?
I believe so, unless anyone else wants to do anything.
That would be my vote. Who is badly injured right now?
I didn't get hit.
I didn't get hit either.
You got hit in the monkey form, but luckily that
Yeah.
took most of the damage. Using CC, I think the only one that took a really bad hit was Eldwin when he got crit in that one hit.
And Otto took a pretty bad one.
And I've already
Oh, yeah.
healed both of them, so I'll heal myself before we go any further.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then maybe get to the edge of the forest somewhere and make a camp.
So to continue through, you would have to give me some more survival checks, and Gorgon will ask, "What are you looking for?"
Well, we're at the moment where, and then I just tell him about, as simple as possible, I communicate, like, there are these horrible little fairy people. No offense, Dosha, I'm just trying to be simple as possible for him. And there are some good ones, and we're trying to get rid of the bad ones to help the good ones.
Give me a, I guess, intelligence check maybe to try to communicate successfully with him, as he is not the brightest bulb.
Doesn't want to just do a straight intelligence roll for me, apparently. There we go, 14.
So he kind of nods with a kind of glazed over look as you're talking about fighting the Knoll people. And he would ask again, what are you looking for? Gorin, help find. You need food? Patch of rot?
What was that one?
Patch of rot? Something to eat in woods?
No, I think we're decently alright on food. Do you know a quick way out to the edge of this forest? Southwards?
Yes, to walls. And he points to the south. Walls?
Yes.
Okay. And he just starts walking. Are you lighting back up your light sources, or are you just traveling in the dark?
I'd probably light the end of my staff up.
Okay. So that will make some light. Give me another D20 check, as you are very visible with a light source in here.
No. But like half this group can't see.
Well, they have your sight right now. Remember, you did your thing to give them dark.
True, that does only last an hour though. I don't know how long we'll be going.
You don't know, but they do have it for an hour.
We'll say for now. Then I'll hold off until that all goes away.
All right. So if you're gonna follow Gorgon, you don't need to make any checks as he leads you through the woods. I do need a D20 roll though to see if you bump into anything.
I'll do it.
No.
So as you're going, you come upon a very spore-filled area that seems to have a bunch of what look like really old gravestones, as well as a bunch of rare herbs growing around them. Does anyone have herbalism?
I have survival.
Hang on, I think Otto
Alright.
might.
So with
I got herbalism.
all right. So with herbalism or
no, Otto does
survival,
not.
you would know that these are pretty rare. These mushrooms growing here around these graves. They can probably be harvested to create different types of potions if you want to take some time to get them. Gorin is still trudging on ahead up beyond, so he hasn't stopped yet.
I'll just hold him up for a second.
Oh, funny stones, yeah. Gorin know of them. So yeah, it looks like if you want to give me a survival or a herbalism check, you can try to collect these.
Alright, I'll make a survival check.
Okay.
Might as well give it a
And
shot.
then Poyo they can both do one, right?
Yes, the two of you can actually. Well, yeah, anyone can do it if you have the training, which I think only they do. So, you can make an herbalism check if you want to, Poyo.
Are we still affected?
Herbalism is just survival, basically, right?
It would be wisdom or intelligence if you're using your kit. It's your call.
I'll just use wisdom, and
It'd be effectively the same if you're proficient in both.
yeah, I'll just roll survival since it's the same thing.
Okay.
Am I still affected by emboldening bond?
Not only last few.
Yeah, I think that's only like 10 minutes, so probably not.
Damn, Poyo!
Okay.
Alright, so Ark and Poyo work together, and strangely, Poyo's doing really well, getting a lot more of the herbs than Ark originally saw. You would manage to collect 180 gold pieces of rare herbs.
Ooh.
Poyo.
Can
And
be
then
used
translation.
For, go ahead.
And then translation was, I had a lot of funny mushrooms back in the shroom woods. I saw some weird things.
Yeah, and if you, so you know, Poyo, that you can eat these to feel funny, but you can also make them into healing potions.
These ones make you feel really funny. You want to try one?
I'm good.
For me.
There are also these strange graves here.
I mean, Onyx is gonna try
Can
one
we
for
read
sure.
those?
Onyx is like yoink.
Like, Does it go well with whiskey?
That's
Here.
whiskey.
Oh boy.
Oh, you need to know what whiskey is.
Onyx is,
no!
Onyx is
Oh,
having a
tomorrow.
party apparently as he's
Tomorrow,
No,
Pollo.
No, this
Tomorrow we're having whiskey.
Onyx. He is like 2 weeks old.
Does it taste like juice?
Yeah.
No,
That's probably a little younger than I was when I started, but still.
Oh,
no. It's very burny actually. Boyo.
That doesn't sound very tasty.
You don't drink it for the taste, to be fair. You drink it because of the. Well, he might.
So, are we gathering the mushrooms?
So you've gathered
we
the
rolled.
mushrooms. Who's party treasury?
Me.
Okay, so did you take down the mushrooms?
What was the gold pieces? Sorry,
180.
180. Got
Yeah,
it.
180 worth of. And like I said, you can use those if you have herbalism to craft healing potions. If you want, you can eat them, and as I said, it will make you possibly a little bit crazed for a bit. But
I was gonna go adventuring, but then I got high.
I'm eating one as we speak.
So
I'm just snacking on it.
Otto,
so
please.
170,
no.
175 then, if you eat one. That's 5 gold pieces worth of the mushroom.
Wow.
And you would
Oh,
probably start getting a little bit weird feeling, but this might be a good place to stop because we are at 8:30. And we also have the graves here, so we can look into those next time as well if you want. Why don't we do MVP votes, and yeah, we can stop here.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Alright, I got 1 vote, 2 votes. Three votes. 4 votes.
What's the command again?
It is /W space GM space the name of the person with that, without the
Alright,
parentheses. So with 4 votes, Poyo is MVP. Congrats.
Whoop whoop. Thank you.
With the probably because of the giant trick. Alright, well, I'm going to take some notes, but you are all welcome to take off, and I will see you all next week.
Thanks,
See
Luke.
you. Bye bye. I'm gonna go pass out now.
Alright, take care,
Bye.
everyone.
so just for my notes, how did you spell that giant's name?
Gorgen, Gorgon.
Gorman.
He kept
So
saying Gorgon, but it was Gorgon.
Okay, too easy. I wasn't sure.